The Xtrema pan is hands down one of the safest types of cookware you can use to prepare healthy meals for your family. As a toxicologist, I get asked all the time, what is the safest type of cookware? And in this video, I'll be going over the pros and cons of Xtrema cookware as I've been using it for 2 years now and I've got a lot of experience. Keep watching until the end because I'll be sharing some money-saving tips if you are looking to up-level and upgrade your cookware and detox your kitchen. Let's talk about the pros first. Number one, they are not nonstick. This means they are not coated in Teflon or PFAS-like chemicals. These create a nonstick surface and they make cleanup a breeze, but it comes at a hefty cost. Your health. PFAS are known as forever chemicals because they're everywhere in the environment. They take forever to break down, so they're bioaccumulating in our bodies and in the environment. They've been linked to cancer, thyroid issues, miscarriage, infertility, ADHD, and more. These chemicals are actually being restricted in the European Union, which means that they will likely be banned or extremely limited to protect our health. The last thing you want to do is add toxic PFAS chemicals or heavy metals to your healthy, homemade, bonus points if it's organic meals, which leads me to point number 2, they are non-leaching. Every single batch of Xtrema cookware is third-party tested for cadmium and lead leaching, and they publish the reports on their website for everyone to see. That's radical transparency, if you ask me. This is the only brand of cookware that I've seen that takes this extra step to ensure safety. They actually exceed California Prop 65 requirements, which means you're not being exposed to toxic chemicals through your cookware. And you won't see a Prop 65 warning label on their products, which is huge. Some other types of cookware, like copper, for example, can actually leach high amounts of metals into your food, causing you to exceed safe levels, but you don't have to worry about that with Xtrema. Number 3, they are built to last. Unlike ceramic-coated cookware, which is more often than not a silicone-based ceramic polymer of unknown composition, they kind of briefly mention what it is, but don't tell you exactly what's in it, over an aluminum base, which is totally different and way cheaper to produce than Xtrema, which is actually pure, solid ceramic through and through. I like to think of it as jewelry that's either plated or solid. For example, gold-plated jewelry versus solid gold jewelry. The solid gold jewelry won't rub off and expose a base metal underneath, unlike the plated stuff, which is just a thin layer on top of a base metal. And when the coating wears off, because it will wear off, it can expose your food and cause your food to come in contact with aluminum underneath. The aluminum can leach into your food and it's not ideal. And aluminum, by the way, is neurotoxic and has concerns for contributing to Alzheimer's. Then you'll end up having to replace your ceramic coated pieces, which, by the way, are not cheap. They can actually cost hundreds and will result in considerable environmental impact because of all the waste. Point number 4 is that Xtrema has excellent heat retention. One of the best features of Xtrema pure ceramic cookware is how well they can hold onto heat once you heat them. All you have to do is preheat your cookware on low with your cooking oil. I personally prefer grass-fed organic ghee. You just allow it to come to temperature and it holds onto that heat for way longer than metal, which makes it perfect for cooking and serving. And it actually saves on energy because you're not having to crank up your heat on high to get it to a higher temperature because of this heat retention capability, which actually helps you save on energy. And in fact, it's not even recommended to go over medium heat, which brings me to point number 5, versatility. I use Xtrema on the stove, I put it in the oven, and I also bring it directly to the table to serve food. Because of point number 4, which was excellent heat retention, it helps the food stay warmer longer, making it awesome for serving. It's also microwave, refrigerator, and dishwasher safe. So if you don't want to individually scrub each of your pieces, you don't have to. You can put them in the dishwasher and it's so much more convenient that way. So they actually have a wide range of products from skillets to pots, pans, muffin pans, roasting pans, grill plates, you name it. So let's get into the cons or some of the things you need to know about Xtrema. Number 1 is that they are heavier, especially compared to an aluminum or stainless steel pan. An Xtrema pan is much heavier. But for me, knowing that they're not leaching metals and toxic chemicals into my food is huge. So it's really up to you what you prioritize. But if you're someone who is unable to lift a heavy pot or pan, especially a pot that's full of water, then Xtrema might not be the optimal choice for you. Another thing to consider is that they do require a preheating time. So if you're someone who likes to cook and wants your pan hot now, then Xtrema is not the optimal choice for you either, because they do recommend slowly bringing the piece up to a hot temperature as opposed to cranking up the heat. Which brings me to point number 3, is that ceramic cookware, unlike metal, can be prone to breaking or heat shocking, meaning that if you were to take a metal pan directly from the stove, you can put it under hot water or cold water and nothing would happen to it. But with Xtrema, you do have to be mindful of the fact that if you're using a hot piece, not to put cold water on it, because that could actually heat shock it, causing it to break. And of course, if you drop a metal pan, it won't break. But if you drop a piece of Xtrema, it could break. So far, I haven't had any issues with this, but these are just some things that you might want to consider. So when you want to protect your Xtrema, it just takes a little bit of mindfulness and intentionality with the way that you handle it. So for example, if you're taking it from the stove to the table, always make sure you have a trivet to keep it from touching the hot pan to a cold surface. That's going to protect your cookware. So far, I haven't had these issues either. I've been using them for over 2 years and we love them. Something else to consider is that it's not nonstick. So if you're someone who doesn't like to scrub or wash your pots and pans and maybe put a little elbow grease in there to get any bits of stuck on food off, then this is not an optimal choice for you. However, with that said, when you slowly preheat the pan with your cooking oil, I prefer grass-fed organic ghee. I don't have any issues with my food sticking unless I am cooking something that is cold, like a piece of cold meat that I'm putting on a hot pan. Then of course you might get a little bit of stuck on food, but it's not something that's unmanageable or that takes a whole bunch of time to take off. It's really pretty easy to handle and I don't have a lot of issues with sticking either. Like many types of cookware, another thing to consider is that Xtrema can be scratched. This is not uncommon. If you get any type of coated cookware or anything like that, then of course scratching is an issue, which by the way, once you scratch a Teflon pan, it can release thousands of microplastic particles or particles of Teflon, PFAS into your food, which is not ideal. You don't want to be ingesting this stuff. With Xtrema, however, it's not leaching, but the ceramic can be scratched. So you don't want to use metal utensils. If you're someone who has to use metal utensils, or if that's the only thing you have, then this might not be the optimal choice for you, because unlike other pieces of cookware, I highly recommend using just pure solid wood utensils, not the plastic, not the silicone, because those can actually melt into your food as well. Just using wooden utensils with Xtrema is the lowest risk, least risky, safest way to prepare your food, in my opinion. And with that said, I exclusively use Xtrema. I've been using it for over 2 years and I absolutely love it. And if you're looking to upgrade or detox your kitchen, I'll throw the links to Xtrema in the description box below, along with a coupon code to help you save an additional 15% off on top of sale prices. And plus, if you get the Rakuten Google Chrome browser extension, you can actually save even more money. I just wanted to let you know that it is an affiliate link, so this channel will earn a small commission, but it's at no additional cost to you. So you might be wondering, well, great, Dr. Yvonne, thank you so much for sharing the safest low-tox cookware. What about other ways that I can detox my kitchen and home? I made a video all about that, so just tap or click the screen and check out my video on 8 non-toxic home swaps to help you detox your home, or you can check out another one of the videos on my channel that goes over beauty, baby, personal care, and more. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos that I'm posting every single week, and I'll see you on the next one.